Good morning, Kentuckiana. It's 6 a.m. here on your Wednesday. We're glad you're joining us. I'm Grace McKenna.
And I'm Gabriel Gonzalez, and it is 46 degrees outside. Meteorologist Matt Breland, sorry, I don't know why I called you Matthew. Matt Breland joining us now. Look at this green behind us, something I feel like we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, it is your government name, Matthew, which means that you are certified as a meteorologist to give us this forecast, which we are not fans of.
There we go. All right, good save there. We are continuing to have a dreary start to this Wednesday morning. We've got those crashing temperatures in the forecast as we head into our Wednesday afternoon and entering our Wednesday night. This is your weather impact alert that will be activated for that time. Brief snow showers start arriving, allowing for slick spots tonight and definitely for tomorrow morning as wind chills are going to be in the single digits. So download the free WHAS app to stay up to date with all these weather details. Here's a look at what you can expect headed into your Wednesday morning. The rain showers still continuing for us, and as we head later on into the afternoon, that's when temperatures start dropping into the 30s, allowing for these snow showers to start scattering across Kentuckiana. So we're expecting light scattered snow to be around throughout the afternoon. And as we head later on into the afternoon, we could see these transition into what we call snowburst, which is where there's just these very small pockets of more intense snowfall that last very briefly. So this is going to be a possibility into our later afternoon time. And then we'll see more quiet conditions by 7 p.m., but just temperatures dropping steadily into the 20s overnight and into your Thursday morning. Temperatures will be in those lower 20s. A few of you may even wake up to the teens. So for tonight, snowfall totals likely for Kentucky are just going to be a dusting as we head closer towards southern Indiana. They could see up to 1 inch as we track those random snowbursts that start occurring throughout the overnight hours. Here's a look at your bus stop forecast. Off the school, temperatures are going to be in the mid-40s, rain showers continuing. And as I mentioned, a few of those snow showers start developing just as we had later on into our day. So that's a look at your bus stop forecast. Gusty winds as well. Winds could be gusting up to 30 miles per hour to the north just into the afternoon time. We'll have more weather details coming up soon. Here's an update on traffic this morning. We do have a crash to report on that occurred a few moments ago. One lane is blocked due to this crash on River Road eastbound at exit 5B onto I-64. So keep that in mind this morning. Grace, Gabe.
All right, Matt, thank you. You are taking a from-the-ground look at the UPS plane crash site. It's been 10 weeks since the disaster took the lives of 15 people. For the first time yesterday, our crew got to see the area firsthand. You could see both the scars that remain and proof of recovery efforts. Even
Today, 71 days later, crews are still working on gas and power lines and the cleanup. WHAS11's Conroy DeLuche and photojournalist Jessica Farley have the story.
Well, plane crash was just more than 2 months ago, 71 days, and this is our first look firsthand at Grade A Auto Parts, where UPS planes are still flying above. Behind a chain link fence, surrounded by debris, 2 wreaths rest on torched metal.
We lost people who were very close to us. We lost customers who were very close to us. UPS lost their pilots. It's all here. It all happened here.
Melton Avenue is still blocked off, but you can see reminders of life before the crash. There's a quick glimpse of a "We Are Hiring" sign outside of Grade A. Nearby Stooges Bar and Grill still has advertising deals hanging up, but they have been closed since November 4th.
It's been a safety issue. There's a lot that's gone on this site. It's been something that this city and a lot of other responders and contractors have never faced before.
Emergency Management Director Jody Myman says challenges have been cleared. LG&E has restored some service. Some roads are drivable. The city is monitoring the air, and MSD says they're still cleaning out oil of a nearby basin, adding that most environmental concerns have been mitigated.
Just to be very clear, we do not think there is any long-term environmental impact that is negative on the community as a result of it, thanks to the work that all of the contractors have done.
Myman says some businesses will get more access to Grade Lane starting on Wednesday.
Their businesses are still intact and they should have the opportunity to get back into business.
Sean Garber says it will take some time before Grade A Auto Parts will be able to return full throttle.
It's a special place for people who lost their loved ones, and we want to be respectful to that.
He says any decisions moving forward will be with those lost and their grieving loved ones in mind. Conroy DeLuche, WHAS 11 on your side.
And during cleanup, MSD said it removed 8,500 gallons of solid oil. Right now, over 2 million gallons of oily water is being treated. In Frankfort, the Kentucky Senate passed a resolution honoring the victims of the crash. The Senate observed a moment of silence in memory of those lost. The resolution, filed by Senator Keturah Herron of Louisville, recognizes the 15 people who died, including crew members and the people on the ground. It also honors first responders, airport workers, and UPS employees for their efforts during the tragedy.
Can you count on your kid's bus to get them to and from school? Some families in Bullitt County say for them, it's a no. We spoke to a father who says his son hasn't had a bus pick him up for school or drop him off for 7 days in a row. Every morning, a bus report is posted to social media listing what drivers have called out and if a substitute is available. With every bus report on social media, there's also a plea reading, "We are still in need of drivers." The father we talked to says it's a frustrating situation.
I'm in a position where I can get my kids to school in the morning. I just can't get them at the end of the day. That's why we have busing. I know a lot of other people are not as fortunate, and so their kids are just not going to school.
Parents say while the students are excused if they miss school due to a lack of transportation, the most important place for them to be is in the classroom. WHAS11 did reach out to Bullitt County Public Schools. They said Superintendent Jesse Bacon will provide a statement by the end of today.
Keeping you safe where there may not be enough light when the sun goes down. A Louisville program to install new street lights in higher crime areas is making progress. Metro Council Republicans say they've already picked out 2 locations in the South End to install lights, and they tell us the city is expected to fund and order some equipment soon.
We are making sure that we have identified hot criminal areas or hot spots, we would call them, to add safety lights and street lights to those areas to brighten the community up.
Council members say it's LMPD who decides the higher crime areas in need of these street lights. They're also working with LMPD to use flock cameras around the city.
This morning, the woman suspected in a deadly New Year's Eve shooting at a Nulu McDonald's is due before a judge. According to an arrest citation, that night, the victim, another person, and a child were getting out of their car at the restaurant. Police say when the child opened the door, it hit another car, which 38-year-old Shoshana Jones was in. The citation says the group got into an argument, and Jones pulled out a gun and shot a woman who died. Jones is scheduled to be arraigned at 9 a.m.
If you live in Indiana, Governor Mike Braun will tell you about the future of the Hoosier State tonight. He'll give his annual State of the State address. Braun has closely aligned himself with the Trump administration and following its lead in his first year. He supported an attempt to redraw Indiana's congressional map this past fall. It ultimately failed. As of this morning, Braun has not specifically said what he'll talk about in his speech. That is at 7:30.
Matt, coming over to you, what is one thing we need to know?
We've got this weather impact alert in place as we head into tonight, and that is going to lead to a few slick spots for your nighttime and into Thursday morning, plus those wind chills around the single digits. Stay up to date with us on the free WHAS11 app. We're going to have extended news coverage for you all throughout this upcoming weather system. That way you can stay up to date with all the latest forecast details. We'll have more weather coming up in a few short minutes.